No, I want to say good morning. Let's start this the right way. Whoo! No, I'm gonna tell y'all a little story about one of my friends. I'm gonna tell you what, boy, that water boiled fast on camera. That water boiled fast on camera. Man, that water boiled fast. If only did it that fast in real life, huh? We still got snow on the ground in southeast Louisiana. I'm gonna do the ice bucket. Nah, I ain't doing no ice bucket. I'm gonna do the cold plunge for the third day in a row. A little bit later this morning, I wanted to do my workout first and then do the cold plunge. So you got to see how it go. Have you ever did a cold plunge before? But I know you heard that sound, huh? The first choo-choo train, steam engine. Look at that baby blow. Ooh. Calm down now. Calm down now. It's gonna be all right. Now the first thing we want to do before we make our coffee, want to warm our cup up. And you don't need to fill it all the way. I got my jacket on because, well, it's 35 degrees and I love it. So this is the start of the show right here. And I'm not going to leave him up there because I love him too much. But I tell you what I will do for the purpose of this video. I'm going to come in this nice warm log cabin that I'm in. Man, I wish you could see how cozy this log cabin is. I even got a real heater in it, you know? And I put that heater on for my daughter so that she don't be an ice cube by the time the sun come up. And I just realized that I should have made my coffee before I let that water cool down too much. It's 35 degrees outside. But it's going to be all right. I'm going to show you why. I'm going to light that stove back up. And I'm going to bring this back to a boil. Because I want to see 212 degrees of steam. Choo choo. Choo choo. All right. Okay, calm down now. All right. I know. Now I'm going to sit that on the side. I'm going to take this plate just to have a little bit more stability on that eye. Now let me lower this a little higher. This is one of my favorite ways to drink coffee. It's called a drip pot. It's called a drip pot. So this is where your coffee, your finished product is going to end up. So this works off of gravity. You sit that down. You leave this dry. This is your screen, your strainer. It's metal and it's perforated. So what you do, you put a little water on this first so that the grinds won't fall through, the little fine particulates. So you put a little water on that first. I already did that off camera. But for all of y'all that want to see it, just put a little water down there, not much. Now, this is 1 cup of grinds. 1 cup of grinds. And I'm going to put it right in the middle. Now, inside this strainer, they have a measurement gauge where it tell you the amount of grinds for the cups and all of that. But I'm going to tell you a little secret. Don't nobody measure coffee like they should. not at home. So this is going to be an extra strong pot. All right, now you can. I'll give it a little tap. All right. And then they got some little bitty holes right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And if you got soft hands, you'd cut your hand all up. And so there's a little clip. There's a little clip back here that this tab fits in, just like this. See, it's locked in. Now you take this lid off like that, and that's your water reservoir. So now we're going to take our water that we let get cold again, and we're going to pour it to the right measurement inside of that. Let me calm that down. Now your mama, I guarantee you, depending on where you're from, if you're from New Orleans, Lafayette, Lake Charles, how you do that there? Opelousas, Bossier City, Shreveport, I guarantee you, New Orleans, oh yeah. I guarantee you, your mama got one of those. And if you still blessed to have your mama, only got one left. But if you still blessed to have your mama, you better appreciate her. Because she ain't guaranteed to stay, you know? And so now, I hope y'all enjoying the birds too. I don't know if that's a mockingbird or what. But now, we just gonna let that drip and talk. Now, the Japanese, what they do, they measure their coffee out to the tea. They measure the water out to the tea. They measure the ice to the tea. And they put ice in this reservoir right here. And so as the hot water hits the coffee grinds, the ice instantly chills the coffee. So they have the water measured, they have the ice measured because they know how much ice they're going to get once the ice is melted inside the reservoir. They got to figure down to science. And so that's how they do their iced coffee with a drip pot. So this technology is old. This technology is old. This is before electricity. This is before the Keurig, the K-Cup, Nespresso. So this is some old technology. And the good thing about it is you don't need electricity. All you need is a way to warm up some water. Morning. How's it going? Pretty good. Thank you. Yeah. Thank you. You too. So this is just a way to make coffee. And I personally love it. I had a really good friend, and we drank so much of coffee out of drip pot. And he used to tell me old stories about growing up on the plantation right there in Thibodaux, Louisiana. And the good thing is when you drink coffee out of a drip pot, you realize that time is not your enemy, but time is your ally. We fight time all the time. We fight time because we view it as a enemy. We running out of time. We don't have time. We got to make up the time. And time is not your enemy. Time is your ally. But we use it in a way that makes it our enemy. And the drip pot is a way to connect with time because it takes time to brew this coffee this way. And the good thing about brewing this coffee this way is thousands of people have done it every morning. Now, the other angle of the drip pot, in time, this coffee in this reservoir is gonna get cold. Now you might say, well, you just throw it away. But when this coffee gets cold, because of time, you got a few options. You could have another pot with some boiling water, and you could sit this drip pot in there to keep it hot the duration of your coffee session. Or you could just use the rest of that coffee as an iced coffee. You don't have to waste it. And for example, I used to do some government work on my boy Doug. We would go to work with coffee, and sometimes we'd buy coffee also. And in the evening, around maybe 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, if we were still working, 4 o'clock, whatever coffee he didn't drink in the morning, it naturally cooled down, and it was either whatever temperature the sun made it, and during the wintertime it would be cold, and he would drink that coffee again or finish it. Oh, that's a beautiful cardinal. Let's see if I could get it on camera. Look up by the tree right there where the sun is. It'll be back. It was a beautiful cardinal, a female too. I'll be looking for her. So Doug he would finish his coffee. And I thought that was so cool and gross because I wasn't doing that. That coffee was done for me. I was kind of snooty back then on time. Time is your friend if you use it that way. And so this way of brewing coffee is not the fastest. It's not the easiest because there is labor and planning involved. But I mean, do we really have to be that efficient to where we don't work, but we have everything at our fingertip? That's the question that we all got to ask. So brewing coffee this way, I could smell it better, I taste it better, and it teaches me patience because of time. So now my morning isn't rushed with a bagel and a cup of joe with soy milk. My time is going to be managed and savored through this wonderful technology of nature. And this pot represents that. Thousands of people have spent their mornings before work, after school, in the evening, with friends, with family, using a drip pot. And I think that's so cool. And another benefit of the drip pot is you can't gorge. You can't gorge. So you have self-control. If you got a 35 cup pot of coffee, some people will sit there and just gorge. But see that mocha pot, this drip pot, the French press, you have to work to extract the coffee. So you're not going to gorge. But as long as those K-cups are in the break room, you're going to have that one person that try to drink as many of them as they can in a day because they're pigs. They're gorgers, excuse me. And I'm a gorger with some stuff. I'm a pig with some stuff. And it's not to put them down, but this helps you to take your time. This lowers your blood pressure. This teaches you self-control, portions, patience. It's more than just a pot. It's an experience. It's a walk back into time of yesteryear. The nostalgia. So you could take the lid off, or you could put your finger on it. And look at that beautiful color. Man, look at that beautiful color. How you like that? How you like that? How you like that? Huh? Huh? I ain't gonna lie. I love it. I love it. So let's go in for a drink. That's it. That flavor is so clean. That flavor is so clean. I forgot to do pinkies out. Don't be mad at me. Now, I'm going to tell you something about this pot. I've been having that pot for about 10 years. And you can still buy them. I don't like to say brand names and all that stuff, but if you put in drip pot, they have all different styles. They have some that do one personal cup. They have some that do 3 cup, 5 cup, 10 cup, 20 cup, 30 cup, 40 cup, 50 cup, 60 cup, whoa, 80 cup, 90 cup, you know, you get the point. But slow down, enjoy your coffee. Don't gorge your coffee. Enjoy it. Because it'll help you to think. It'll help you to be more appreciative. It'll help you to reflect. And it'll help you to figure stuff out. Letting all that heat out the house. Boy, my daddy would have had a fit. Pig is out, you heard me? That's how we do it in Snola. Pig is out. But on a serious note. Now, the good thing about a drip pot also is when you go camping, or if you could just get the water hot. If you could just get the water hot, you'll have a nice cup of coffee. And see, this coffee is cooling down by the second. And that's okay. You know, it's good to be flexible. And it's good to be true. There's that cardinal back. Let's see if I can get it. Please don't fly away. Don't do like Bob Marley say, fly away home. Man, look at her. He's sunning himself. I think that's a female, though. I really do. A female has more brown than just solid red. And boy, this little cheap camera, boy, I tell you, this little cheap camera. This little cheapo camera. When I worked at the fire department, we had a swing by the oak tree in the back. And what was nice about that swing, we solved a lot of the world's problems right there on that swing. And I remember building a birdhouse. I wonder if that birdhouse still there. That was the birdhouse. Oh, that caused so much of trouble. Oh man, that caused so much trouble. I wonder if that birdhouse still there. If any of you guys watching this video have made it to 19 minutes, 23 seconds, let me know if that birdhouse still at Station 2. But we solved a lot of the world's problems, listening to birds sing song and remind us of creation. Listening to the birds figure things out. And they live in peace. They have their pecking order. You know, they have their ways to survive, but it's a peaceful existence. We can learn a lot from creation. because we're the pinnacle. Man, the nice thing about the drip pot, I could always add a little bit more to top it off. Look at that color, boy. Whoo, Lord. Oh, man. It looked like a Folgers commercial, huh? The best part of waking up. Soldiers in your gut. What was Maxwell House when I was a little boy? I don't know. I just remember Maxwell House, man. Our house. Dun 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 dun. Our house. I don't think CDM had a commercial where they sang. But on the CDM commercial, I remember as a little boy, Pawpaw, and I guess that was his granddaughter, was at the dinner table, as they say. The little girl had a glass of milk. Pawpaw had his CDM coffee. And so what he did, he'd get his spoon, and he would put her a few spoonfuls of coffee in her milk. And boy, that little girl just loved it. And the minute my daughter was old enough to drink coffee, I'd bring her to drink it. I'd buy it, I'd make it. You know, Tiff would hate that. Whoo, First Lady didn't like that. So I started to go to that Starbucks. And she would get a vanilla bean frappuccino. And I said, oh yeah, she's hooked. Yep. But it's been 22 minutes, 12 seconds. And I might have had, 3 ounces of coffee? Got to listen to some birds singing their love song, enjoying the warmth of the sun up there in that tree. Got to tell you a story about a drip pot and why they're good to have. Got to show you this nice vintage cup that I got from the thrift. It's so perfect. I really like it. Got to cook on my stove without the glass top. But I'm gonna remanufacture it to keep this a little bit more sturdy. It wobbles a little too much. So I'm gonna fortify it. Might put a brick or two under it just to stabilize that. So when I start cooking that sauce piquant, that stew, and all of them other delectables, them Cajun Creole delectables, it won't cause the stove to have a mayday. At least that's the plan. That's the plan. So I need to do an update video on Naya. She's doing a whole lot better, back to normal from when she got cut in that little dog fight that she was in. Wouldn't really call it a fight. She was attacked more than anything. But lesson learned. It's amazing how the comment section worked. Some people said it was my fault, which it was. It's my dog. It's my fault. I let her go on leash by another dog who was on leash, who she had been around and was socialized already with. And I don't fault the other dog or the owner. Things happen. They're wild animals. But I think the snow might have contributed to that little tussle, because that was the only thing different that happened between the two of them. But I'm not a scientist, a veterinarian, a dog whisperer like Caesar. And I can't prove none of that. Just my thought. My little bonsai doing great. We made it through Snowdola 25. Look at it. Woo-wee. Beautiful. Beautiful little bonsai. I need to name it, you know. Kind of want to name it Yokozuna after the wrestler, Yokozuna. I hope I said that right, you know. Tell you what, let me clean my plate a little bit. Show you how to do that. I'm gonna clean the bottom of my cup. Water one of the plants with it. Maybe I shouldn't have did that. Man, that's beautiful. You know, I've been in the cabin, in this log cabin I live in, and I've really enjoyed the snow and the blizzard before the snow. And it's been great. It's been great. I've gotten spoiled now because I had to ride my bike on the thing called the trainer. Man, I mean, I could be riding right now while I'm filming, I'm uploading, I'm talking. So because I was forced to do that, and I'm real thankful for having that trainer. Thanks, on. It's a rad RAD cycle product, and it was an old trainer, but I mean it saved my record. Today is day 111. You know, day 111. It saved my record, and I'm thankful for that. But now I have to decide: am I gonna go ride the levee, or am I gonna stay on a trainer? But you know I'm gonna go ride the levee though. Just like a duck comes south. It would be nice right now, but I love the fact that the sun doesn't come up right here in this spot because you have a shaded coffee session. Normally, I would be riding my bike right now, but I decided I'm gonna ride it a little bit later today. In doing that, I just have a nice morning by the coffee pot. Some people, when they make their drip pot, they'll take the reservoir off like that. But I like to leave mine on to keep the heat trapped in. But some people do that. It ain't no wrong way. It ain't no wrong way. But at 30 minutes, I just want to say thanks for watching. And I don't want you to have a great day. I want you to make your day great. Man, look at that beautiful cardinal. Let's see if I can get it. See, it's perched now, but it was standing up earlier. I really think that's a female too, because of the brown on it. So we're gonna end this video on that note.